Welcome to American Medicine Today, presented by the Bonati Spine Institute, featuring the internationally acclaimed inventor of the Bonati spine procedures, Alfred Bonati, MD. Now here along with Dr. Bonati, your host, Kimberly Brumell.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Brumell. Our friend, executive producer of AM Tampa Bay, Ethan Euchre's with us.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Our radio and TV senior fellow, Jeff Wagstaff.
Good afternoon.
And across from me, we have world-renowned orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Alfred Bonati of the Bonati Spine Institute. Thank you for being here, sir.
Good afternoon.
I have to say, he sounds like Froggy today.
Yes.
He, for the first time in nearly a year, has a cold.
This
is a benchmark.
Say it's not easy being green, Dr. Bonati. He doesn't want to play my game.
You could sing it and sound very much like Kermit.
The Rainbow Connection? Sing the Rainbow Connection. The Rainbow Connection. Anyways.
I think the Democrats are going to be very happy today.
Because you're going to be tamed due to your larynx?
Could it be a conspiracy theory?
Could be. Who knows?
On a serious note, the Bonati Spine Institute is all about results, and Dr. Bonati was revolutionary in his field, and he had the foresight to see the problems with traditional open spine surgery, develop his own methods and instrumentation to make that happen. The exclusive and patented Bonati spine procedures work. Many imitators in the industry try to ride those coattails and jump on that minimally invasive bandwagon, but they haven't been able to perfect the procedure. And besides the fact it's patented, they don't know how to perform it. So you're not getting the same results. A recent 5-year survey on patient satisfaction reflects a 98.75% immediate success rate with the Bonati spine procedures. And that's true patient resolve. So when we say we're all about results, it's true, and Bonati succeeds where others fail. On today's show, we have Moshe Doman. He's going to be on later talking about drug take-back and giving everyone some locations where they can safely dispose of those products. And
Yeah, it's actually, a lot of people don't realize that there's such a problem, such an issue with getting rid of old prescriptions, and especially if you have children and even teenagers.
Yes.
I have a personal story that I'll relate when we have Moshe on, but the teenagers will get into the drugs because, well, they're looking for a buzz. So what's a safe way to get rid of these drugs? Today, apparently, is National Take Back Day, and we'll give out, as Kimberly said, some locations around the Bay Area where you can drop off your drugs safely, and the DEA will get rid of them.
Perfect. And then we'll hear about what's new in American medicine today with Dr. Alfred Bonati. But up first, in our Back to Life segment, we have patient Michael DiPierdomenico on the phone, and he's calling from, is it Amherstburg, Ontario?
Amherstburg, Ontario.
Amherstburg. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for joining us, Mike.
No problem.
I'm just happy, Mike. Side note here before we get into your story. I'm just glad that you're not from Montreal because our senior fellow Jeff might have an issue with you.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens just knocked out the Tampa Bay Lightning out of the playoffs, so there might be a little animosity there.
Yeah, no, not a Habs fan, so don't have to worry about that.
I don't know what that means, but I'm glad.
Montreal Canadiens. I mean, short form they call them Habs. In Montreal, they call them the Habs.
You learn something new every day.
See, learning from the locals. Mike, why don't you go ahead and kind of tell us your story? How did you end up in pain, and then kind of walk us through that whole process? Did you seek out other treatment, and how you found the Bonati Spine Institute?
Basically, at the age of 17, I'm 33 now. At the age of 17, I came across an awkward kind of a feeling that I've never felt before. I was in sports, played quite a bit of hockey, and at the time I was drafted to the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, which is their OHL team. So I was going pretty high up with hockey and staying pretty active with it. Also weightlifting, and this kind of pain that I felt completely stopped me in my tracks. And at first I didn't know what to do. I spent the first week kind of just laying around, more kind of bummed out, as I knew it wasn't a muscle or anything I've ever experienced. So as time went on, I decided that I should probably go see someone, and they suggested an MRI. And from then, I was notified that I did have 4 or 5 bulging discs that were have been ruptured and were against my my sciatic and other nerves in my back, and they kind of made it clear to me at that point that probably hockey is not the best choice for me because of my condition, and I should probably start thinking of other plans in my life or other ways to entertain myself. And like I said, I didn't know what to do at the time. I was pretty bummed out. I mean, that meant that was my life, and as such a young guy, I didn't know exactly what to do.
So, Mike, what did some of these doctors tell you after you went and saw them? Did they tell you that they could fix it no problem? Did they tell you there's nothing we can do? I mean, what was the prognosis for you?
In between, because over here in Canada, when you make an appointment with a specialist, you have to wait a few 2-3 months to get in. So in the meantime, I was trying a little bit of massage therapy, some a lot of ice treatments. I bought an inversion table, which is a table you can strap your feet in, lean back, and it takes all the pressure off of your low back. And they say it acts as a vacuum device to pull the disc back in. And like I was at a chiropractor. Pretty well physio, at anything I could think of while waiting to see the one of the surgeons that we have here close to Amherstburg, actually in Windsor, Ontario, and to no success. None of those helped me one little bit, and something in the back of my mind kind of said, I'll probably need some work done. I'll have to sit tight, wait till then, and then I can move on. So the appointment eventually did come, and I sat down with him, and just kind of remember to this day because it was such a something I'll never forget, that he kind of reviewed it with me and said, yes, you do have these discs that are herniated, and yes, you do have 4 or 5, I forget at that time how many I had herniated, but he did confirm that and told me where they were and why I'm feeling the pain I was in and what to do about it. For examples, don't play hockey, stop running, stop working out, stop.
Basically,
it was pretty
stop
well
everything
a
you
good
love.
90% of my lifestyle is what he told me to stop that day.
And that's not what anybody wants to hear, Mike. Is that you have to completely change your.
Like, I mean, I went home after that, and I was started to kind of finding myself, sink into a little bit of a depression, thinking like, where do I go? What do I do? Like, if the surgeon tells me he can't help me, and no, you're not a candidate to be operated on because you're not in a wheelchair, or you can still move your leg technically, so I'm not going to touch you because the risk is too high, especially at your age. I thought, I have tried everything else. What is there left for me to do? Right. And here in Canada, what they do is they put you on a high dose of a narcotic medication and try and keep you comfortable and to the next visit. And pretty well, you go for your refill, and they tell you to stay away from all the things that affect it. And like I said, it was to the point where my quality of life was gone.
Mike, tell us what led you to seek alternative treatments, then ultimately led you to the Bonati Spine Institute.
Okay, I remember one weekend I kind of went down to my knees, and what I was feeling was just almost. It's hard even to explain to someone who hasn't felt it, actually, what I was going through. So I decided to call an ambulance, and I went down to a local hospital in Windsor, and I waited my 8 hours to get in. Finally I did, And they pulled up some of my old MRIs that they did from years in the past, and they said, okay, we might have to take a newer one to see if there's been any changes, anything that we're missing, anything like that. And I decided, I'm going to stay. There's nowhere else for me to go. I can't do anything anyway, kind of thing. So they did their best in that day and a half. I was there to keep me comfortable. They were coming in every few hours with changing my ice packs and rolling me over a bit and giving me some shots.
Mike?
Yes?
They were giving you shots to probably numb your pain, but did anyone step up and say what their way for resolve of your pain was? Did they tell you what they could do for you?
Actually, after about a day and a half of being there, the results did come back, and I remember the actual surgeon himself that they promised me that I was going to see for actually it was about 12 hours. I was waiting for him. He didn't even walk in. He had his assistant actually walk in for him to tell me that yes, we have found a few more herniated discs in your thoracic area. That's the section that we had MRI'd, which is the mid area of the back. And he said, Mike, a lot of people in this world have that. You'll have to find ways to deal with it. And again, I was crushed mentally, and having a business that I had to close down. I wasn't able to drive for more than half an hour because the pain got so intense.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna pause you right there. We're up against a break, but I want to hear the remainder of your fascinating story as well as your experience at the Bonati Spine Institute and the results. And Kimberly, if people are suffering pain like Mr. Mike here, how do they get in touch?
Well, if they're suffering from neck, back, or sciatic pain, they can reach out to the Bonati Spine Institute at 855-267-0482 or visit the website at bonati.com. On the flip side of the break, we'll hear more from Mike and his amazing, miraculous recovery. You're listening to News Radio 970, WFLA. Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail. The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at bonati.com.
All my pain is gone.
Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible. It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.